Today's video contains a paid partnership with VINADER, one of my absolute favorite ethical jewelry brands. Today I'm going to talk you through how you can improve your daily outfits by showing you some examples of my own outfits the past 6 years and walk you through how I'd restyle them and improve them today. I hope this video will inspire you to reflect upon and refine your own style so that you can find a way to the core of what makes you feel amazing. After all, that's the most important thing to consider if you want to build a lasting wardrobe rather than one being defined by quick passing trends and overconsumption. If you're new around here, hi, my name is Sine. I'm a slow fashion advocate, content creator, and certified style and color consultant from Denmark. If this video is useful to you in any way, I'd be so happy if you give it a like or subscribe to the channel for more meaningful slow fashion content. Now, I have 7 outfits from between 2017 and 2020 that I want to share with you today. 2 major things my old outfits have in common is the fact that in a quest to build a quote-unquote perfect capsule wardrobe when I started out back in 2016, I thought wearing all neutrals or monochrome outfits was the only way forward. Like that was equal to an effortless and timeless wardrobe. I've learned today that that's absolutely not true. A capsule wardrobe can be as colorful as you want, and dressing in colors that bring out the best in you is such a powerful way to amp up and elevate your daily outfits. Just as I've learned the importance of curating a capsule wardrobe and outfits in general that align with your style identity and the keywords that are important to you and your style, it's going to help you create much more balanced outfits, and it's an amazing way to show little parts of yourself through what you wear. Besides also learning to master which fits and proportions tend to work best for me, these are probably some of the most important style lessons I've learned over the past 6 years. Before jumping into it, I just want to remind you all that style is personal, it's an internal feeling, and what works for me might look completely different for you. So always check in with yourself along the way. You don't need to look a certain way or have a certain body to be stylish. You simply need to understand what works for your shape and your unique proportions so that you can take that knowledge and turn it into intentional style and fashion habits. Accessorizing my outfits is also something I really enjoy today as a way to add interest and personality to my looks. I rarely leave the house without my jewelry. They truly make me feel so empowered and like myself. So as I mentioned earlier, today's video is sponsored by VINADER, which is a brand I've known and loved for quite some years now. Today I'll be featuring some of their newest designs and incorporating them into the outfits of this video, as well as mixing in some of the older pieces I already have from them as well. What I really love about VINADER's jewelry is not only their sustainability efforts, which is always important to me whenever I buy new things for my wardrobe. I also love that they are so versatile, they're interchangeable, and style really is so much in the details, right? So I never, like I said, leave the house without a bit of jewelry. Some days I'll wear a simple minimal look, whereas other days I like to stack on different pieces for a more bold look, especially if I'm wearing a more simple outfit or going for a special occasion. All pieces are made out of 100% recycled sterling silver and 18-karat gold vermeil with ethically sourced gemstones, diamonds, and pearls. Besides that, all the packaging is made from recycled materials as well. And then I love the fact that VINADER offers a repair and rewear program to prolong the life of the pieces so that you can wear them for longer. This is a brand I love for their holistic approach to sustainability, and I'm just really honored to be working with them for yet another video. All the jewelry that I'm wearing in this video will be linked down below for you if you see something you think would add to your own style and wardrobe as well. With that, let's get into the video. So this first look is from the OG days. I had only recently started my YouTube channel, and in many ways this is a kind of look I'd still wear in some shape or form today. I do like most of these items separately still. However, I do feel like this styling here is a little too far away from my core style and my style keywords. Like, I remember that Baker Boy cap being a rather trend-led piece at the time, and I just think that with the biker jacket and the stripes, there's just a little too much going on here. I also think that the long striped top worn over the baggy jeans is making the balance between my torso and legs look really weird, and it makes my legs look even shorter than they already are. I also wore a lot of black and white and gray at the time. I loved my monochrome outfits, which I still do, and you'll see that through this video as well. Like, I'm definitely a neutrals girl. However, today I'd probably be more inclined to sometimes go for something a little less harsh and contrasting too. So let's try and restyle this look. First of all, I'd ditch the hat. It's just not me. It's not my style. Probably never was. It was just one of those trendy items I fell for at the time. So lesson learned there. Be careful with trends like that because they are what makes fashion so wasteful. So I'd still go for a simple jeans jumper combo, which also for the coming fall season really is such a staple look for me. I'd opt for my high waist ribcage jeans from Levi's. I just think they are more contemporary and flattering on my figure, and I do appreciate that they have a lengthening effect on my legs. Then I ditched the stripes to keep it a little bit more simple. I do love my Breton stripes, but maybe just not for this look, and then instead go for a basic jumper in a solid color. Then to still create this laid back look, I'd go for a simple beanie in beige and then add my beige handbag to tie in those colors. One way I do think black as a color looks more flattering on my soft color type and on my coloring is when I'm pairing it with other more soft colors like these near my face. So in this case, gray and beige. So there you have it, an outfit that is both casual, cool, and simple at the same time, which I think was the vibe I was going for back then too. Here's another look from 2017, and again a great example of how I really dived deep into those black-white colors at the time. Honestly, I don't think this outfit is doing it for me at all. I still wear black and I still wear white too, but I definitely have learned to lean into other softer and more wearable neutrals over the years, like beige, brown, charcoal, and navy. And I just think sometimes when you wear black and white, however cool it definitely can look, don't get me wrong, sometimes it makes you feel a little bit like a waiter or kind of like a server. And looking back at this, that's my immediate thought about this outfit. So the contrast between casual paired with classic, in this case the blazer, a sleek bun, and then a pair of cool boots is definitely still on point for me, but I'd restyle the colors and also the amount of details added here. So first of all, I'm going to change up the very stark contrasting color combo here. I'm gonna opt for a slightly softer one instead. That's where I've seen the biggest shift in my style over the years. I truly feel I've learned to dress with colors and combinations that bring out the best in me and at the same time just adds more personality to my looks as well. But I'm going to keep in line with the classic blazer, jeans, and boots combo. So going for my sage green blazer with a gray t-shirt underneath to keep the colors more tonal. And then I do still wear lots of black, sometimes still for tops and jackets, but these days more for bottoms, shoes, and accessories. So a little further away from my face. So totally could wear black jeans with the look, but again, today I'd probably go for my washed gray jeans from Everlane. I still have the black jeans I'm wearing here, but they're quite worn out, so they've been downgraded to more like practical wear. I'm going to add those same boots, which I still have and love, and then the shopper bag, which are all the way from 2012. Then another thing I do is to add some jewelry, because today, like I said, I never leave the house without a bit of jewelry. I just don't feel complete if I'm not wearing at least just a few pieces. So I especially like wearing some chunkier hoops like these ones from Monica Vinader when I'm wearing my hair up. Summer is my least favorite season to get dressed for. As I've said time and time again, I just often end up not feeling like myself throughout that season. And when I look back, I can actually see that this is usually the season where I'm most inconsistent with my style and I feel a little bit confused around that time of year. And it's just been so hard for me to really nail down my summer style. I just don't feel like myself in summer clothes, basically, whether that being shorts, dresses, or skirts. I don't like showing too much leg either, and this is something I only recently discovered. Like, it's not that I don't like seeing legs, it's not a matter of me thinking it's inappropriate or that I think I have ugly legs or that I feel too old to show legs, like F that kind of thinking. I actually quite like my legs, but there's just always somewhat of an internal struggle within me when I show this much leg, and I definitely need to be aware of the fit and how I style shorter cut bottoms like this. So a way I could restyle this today would be to opt for a slightly longer skirt. I do think this just adds a more elongating effect to my shorter legs too, because then you have that longer continuous line with the longer skirt. I'd also ditch the little knot detail on the shirt. I don't know, although I like an effortless look, it just feels a little too preppy for me, so probably would opt for just a classic simple button-down shirt instead. I do also think that the big shopper bag is a little heavy on a light summer look like this, so I'd probably also go for a slightly smaller bag. This next look, I'm honestly just not sure what to say here. I've never repeated this outfit, and it's probably because it wasn't really that great. Looking back here, I can actually recall that feeling of just feeling off the entire day in this outfit. So let's start with those pants. It's not that I don't like a cropped wide leg pant. However, I've tried this type of bottom a couple of times now, and they always end up just sitting in my closet. Again, one of my struggles sometimes is the fact that my legs are quite short compared to my torso, and so I just think it looks a little unbalanced here. The pants are cutting me off at a really weird point, and then paired with the cut line of the boots as well, I have that piece of skin sticking out, and I also feel like I'm really swallowed by fabric here. There's no definition at the waistline either, and mainly my issue with this look is the proportions. Again, these pieces actually all tick the boxes for me, besides maybe the pants, and I still have those amazing boots, so definitely will wear those. But what I would do first is to move up the waistline by tucking in the top into my bottoms and then defining it even more with a belt. Then I'm opting for a pair of bottoms that meet the cut line of the boots instead, which gives a more calm and balanced look. The pants are also a little more fitted around my thighs and bum, and then have a straight fit towards the hemline, so the fit is just a little bit more refined here. Today I'd also challenge myself so that if I'm wearing black bottoms instead of also wearing a black jacket, I could go for a softer color, which would be my beige biker jacket. Then pairing that with a soft white jumper, and then lastly, of course, again, I'd add a handful of jewelry just to add some interest and personality to the outfit. So it doesn't take a lot of changes really, but the proportions and details added were in particular what improved this outfit, I think. Moving on to 2019, I found this outfit which I actually kind of like. I have most of these pieces in my wardrobe still except the bag and the jumper. So the bag I decided to sell last year. However much I loved it, it was a vintage Chanel bag. The CC logo just never felt right for me. I felt a little flashy every time I wore it, and I think understated as a style adjective for my personal style is super important. So I don't necessarily want huge logos on the items I personally wear. Then we have the jumper, which I also sold pretty recently actually, and that was mainly just about the color. So these really warm golden colors, including the gold jewelry I used to wear all the time, bronzers when it came to makeup. After getting into color analysis and certifying as a color consultant 2 years ago, I've just discovered that I lean more towards a cool color type. So the cooler colors and silver jewelry will just make me look so much more striking and fresh, much more alive and awake, because they suit my coloring better. So that's actually mainly what I change about this outfit. It's changing up the colors, especially those worn near my face. The second outfit of 2019 is a great example of a DIY gone a little wrong. I think we've all been there, right? I'm sure many of you remember this skirt if you followed me for some time. It actually used to be a dress that I bought in a vintage store in London at the time, and my dream was to turn it into a skirt and a matching shirt. I had both those type of items on my wish list, so in the quest to be more sustainable, I thought, well, let's just DIY ourselves into it. However, the skirt was way too short than what I wanted it to be, and lesson learned right here is really that yes, secondhand is great, but the importance of finding the right item that you actually want to wear over and over again is way more important. Like, if I just found the right skirt at the time, I'd still be wearing it, because I only recently added a leopard midi skirt to my wardrobe because it is still something I love wearing. It's a summer staple for me. So yeah, for the styling, I definitely still see the idea and I actually like it, but the skirt was just not the one. Again, I'd probably also tuck the shirt into my skirt to add interest and definition around the waist. And then for an even more leg lengthening look, I could opt for my beige boots instead of the black ones, which wouldn't cut off my legs the same way as the black boots do. for the next outfit, I would more or less wear this exact look again. However, I did end up selling that secondhand blazer because it was just a little too warm for me. I bought the light blue blazer as a nice spring summer version of such a classic piece, but the fabric was just too heavy and warm. So it was beautiful, but I did replace it with a thinner blazer. This one is from Theory and I found it pre-loved on Vestiaire Collective. Again, I've also been limiting the amount of black I have in my wardrobe, not so much for pants, shoes and accessories, but especially items I wear close to my face. Black also has a tendency to drain other colors, and so especially a light and delicate blue color like this, on me at least, and my soft coloring, a soft white or gray might work better for less contrast, or even a graphic t-shirt like my secondhand Anine Bing for a slightly edgier touch to the look. Edgy being a keyword I've always loved, and I've become more consistent using that in my looks too. The color of that one is also more of a charcoal, so it helps to soften up rather than if I went with just a basic black. And then I'd go heavier in on jewelry today too. I feel like with the help of especially my Monica Vinader pieces, I can really layer them up and create a cool and equally as elegant look, and it's just such a nice way to finish off a simple jeans and blazer formula. Now for 2021 and 2022, I actually didn't find that many outfits in my library that I wasn't really satisfied with, so I think that really shows how much my style has evolved and improved massively over the past 6 years in a way where I feel much more aligned with my true style identity today. I feel like I've nailed down my go-to staples, my go-to looks, my style identity, like I said, and the keywords connected to that, the colors, shapes, structures, and materials I like, and yeah, I'm just at a really good place with my wardrobe and personal sense of style today. I feel like I've learned to be more consistent and stay true to myself, which I think is so important when you're building better style habits for yourself. Nearing the end of this video, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Monica Vinader for working with me. It's always a pleasure, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I style some of their pieces, both old and new. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up before you leave. Make sure you subscribe as well. I'd love to have you here, and then I hope to see you soon with another video. Bye guys.